Is the AFC North the Ravens to take? Well, of course, with the 2 games the Steelers have, it might just well be, and obviously, huge win for the Chiefs as well. Here are the highlights, obviously, as we get into our recap from Saturday.
He lost the ball. It's near the sideline. Let's see what they end zone.
Caught in the bucket for Dell, a touchdown. And Dell is down after the play. He knew it immediately after he made the grab. A 30-yard strike to the knee, and Stroud distraught after the play. GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium, home of the 2-time defending Super Bowl champions, the 13-1 Kansas City Chiefs. Home. Stroud, well protected in the pocket, lost over the middle, it's picked, intercepted in the back line. Stroud with a mistake. 5 games, 2nd down and 8. Mahomes with time, nearly tripped. Mahomes first down. Mahomes touchdown. Plus yarders here this season, and this one from 33 is perfect. Drop, rolls out, Stroud on the run, it's caught, touchdown, Dalton Schultz. Has hit 4 different receivers. It's Hunt on the give, Hunt on the score, touchdown, Kansas.
Here he is up at the top, working on Blake Fisher, the rookie.
Stroud, dangerous, and picked. Athlete, and sure enough, here they are. Looking to capitalize off another turnover. And a big play here for Pirine down the sideline. Pirine inside the
camp, and he has been outstanding as a rookie.
There's a question mark coming in season. Back to the air for Stroud. Stops. Deep shot. Stroud. End zone. Caught in the bucket for Fairbairn will come on to tie the game. And they miss it. He did. 8 for 8 on 4th and 1 this year. Pacheco will make it 9 in the playoffs against Houston with a receiving and rushing touchdown. First and goal to the end zone. Touchdown. Mahomes to 38 yards. And this time sneaks it through from 44. And this one just stays in there. Stroud on 3rd and 11. Free rusher coming. Williams gets home. The corner blitz dialed up by Steve Spagnuolo.
If it's one thing I make no exceptions. I got new addresses, I got no reception. I got love and hate coming.
And with that, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to Fun of Course. Please like and subscribe if you guys enjoy the NFL Week 16 Saturday recap. Obviously, we had 2 games going on. Of course, AFC matchups critical in the AFC playoff picture. Of course, 4 teams that are currently in contention, obviously, for the divisions. 2 of them already clinching. These are the 2 teams that obviously did. And, of course, this was the first game that we saw in Kansas City as the Chiefs, of course, were able to handle the Texans in a 27-19 finish. Of course, you saw the big injury with Tank Dell in that intro there. But anyway, again, you saw through the highlights of this game, it was definitely a back-and-forth battle overall. But, again, the Chiefs were able to get ahead early and really never relinquished that lead. Of course, they now moved 14-1. They have now won 5 in a row. And, of course, it's the second time they are 14-1 under Patrick Mahomes. Of course, they were 14-1 back in 2020. We obviously knew how that season ended. But at the same time, I think this Chiefs team might be a little better because considering, we really don't know. Anyway, though, of course, they're now 14-1. And they, of course, will head to Pittsburgh on a pretty short week, obviously, considering they're playing on Wednesday, obviously, that being Christmas. But, of course, for those Chiefs, all they have to do is either win in Pittsburgh or win in Denver to get obviously the 1 seed. And obviously, as we know, again, you can go watch that the preview for what is called Week 16 on Sunday. If the Bills, in fact, get upset in a big game, it would be a huge upset against Patriots. The Chiefs might not even need to start their guys against the Steelers. I would expect they would because, I mean, having like a month plus off for your starters is just really not a good idea for a lot of reasons. But they'll probably, maybe they'll play a half and then they'll split it. They'll do something like that again if that is the case. But obviously, they're going to want in Pittsburgh nonetheless. Texans obviously falling 9-6. They're obviously still going to win the division. It's probably unlikely if I had to guess that they're going to get the 2 seed. I might bet the 3 seed now that you think about it, considering, again, the Bills are obviously already going to be ahead of them. I mean, unless they finish 11-6 and the Bills lose out, which is insanely unlikely. So, more likely than not, they're probably going to be locked in that 4 seed, either playing the Steelers or the Ravens. So, they're going to want to, again, probably play their starters next week, but I would be surprised if they are playing their starters in Week 18. They obviously have, of course, they have the Ravens next week. So, maybe, honestly, that could be interesting if the Chiefs, Steelers lose in the early window. The Texans might actually, again, they're obviously going to want to win anyway, but again, if the Ravens and them are both 10-6, they'd have the tiebreaker over them. And Again, if the Steelers do in fact lose, the Texans actually would probably get the 3 seed. So now that I think about it, again, whatever happens in the Chiefs game happens. But again, the Texans they have actually a decent shot at getting 3 seed if you really think about it. Of course, you got the Titans in Week 18, I think, if I'm not mistaken, at home. I mean, on the road. So that game could actually be for the 3 seed if you really think about it. So they do have something to play for. My bad on that. Anyway, though, C.J. Stroud again in the first half really struggled with turnovers. Second half really didn't push the ball downfield outside of again the unfortunate touchdown. I guess you could say to Tank Dell. Again, I feel bad for Stroud because then he's his best friend. That really sucks. Again, you never want to see anybody like that. But again, when it's your best friend, it hits different. That's why again it didn't look good at all. Obviously, the 2 touchdowns he threw, one of them was pretty good again off his back foot there. The second one, I mean, I don't really know. It was a decent throw, I guess. But still, Stroud first half struggled with turnover. Second half again made a couple that one down through throw, but they really struggled get big plays, which is something I think they need to improve on as they go towards the playoffs. Joe Mixon had like one good run. Outside of that, though, he really didn't have much of a good game at all. C.J. Stroud had one nice run as well to pick up a first down. Tank Dell obviously had a good game before he got injured, 6 for 98 and a touchdown. My guess is he won't be, guys, in terms of like the projection for his injuries. I would be surprised if he's back by midseason next year because that injury is gonna he really messed up his knee, guys. Like, I'm gonna honestly probably compare it to Tyler Higbee's injury when the wild card round. But again, at the same time, if we have last year for the Rams, but just trying to give you something that again I have experience with there. But yeah, Tank Dell, I'd be surprised if you have him back by midseason. You never know, but it's gonna take him a while to recover from that. Nico Collins obviously was okay, 7 for 60. Dalton Schultz obviously had that touchdown. Outside that though, this offense I would say I like the creativity here, but they got to generate more big plays if this offense is gonna be able to stick with these better teams because there's a chance they'll be heading the Arrowhead in the playoffs, and again they're gonna have to generate, like I said, more big plays if they're gonna want to win games like this. But they played a decent game overall on offense outside of getting those 2 turnovers from C.J. Stroud in the first half. Defensively, they didn't really play bad at all. Henry 202 had another good game. Eric Murray was pretty good in terms of physicality. Christian Harris really struggled again in man coverage. We did 7 tackles in the sack nonetheless. Kalen Block was very good again for a rookie. Kamari Lassiter might honestly be the best rookie cornerback in the league this year. I mean, that's a pretty hot take there, but I really think so. He's been phenomenal. Derek Stingley Jr. honestly had one of his worst games of the season. That might sound a little bit weird, but I don't think he's as aggressive or as anticipating as you're seeing out of him again after a great game last week. So, it's probably just 1 week, but that was probably the worst week we've seen out of him all year, especially on tape. He didn't really look too great. Anyway, though, this defense did give him a decent chance to win. I just think they could have been a little bit more aggressive. Coming from obviously missing the extra point. Really didn't actually make too much of an impact on this game. That is something to watch out for. For the Chiefs, of course, Mahomes, bad ankle and all was pretty good. 20-41, 216 a touchdown. Also had the 15-yard touchdown run that I really thought he actually injured his ankle on, but he seems to be okay. Obviously, for Patrick, when it comes to passing-wise, again, he was very good, quick throws overall. They didn't really try to do anything crazy with him. I think he only took 1 sack. I think he actually only has 1 sack the past 2 games, which does indicate that Matt Nagy is making adjustments, which is great to see there. Kareem Hunt is the best running back on this team right now. Again, Isaiah Pacheco, I like him, guys, but again, he just hasn't really been the same since he got it coming off the injury. But I think Kareem Hunt definitely should be getting more carries. Not that again, Isaiah Pacheco is obviously a much better runner than Kareem Hunt overall, but Kareem Hunt has been actually good for this team over the past month or so. So give Kareem the carries, obviously, but get Isaiah obviously in there as well. But you got to keep Kareem Hunt there as the number 1 guy because he's definitely deserved it. Xavier Worthy had a nice touchdown. He's definitely one of his more overall in-tune games overall. But again, overall 3 times in the same sentence. When it comes down to it, again, Xavier Worthy he's a decent player, but he's still got a lot of work to do. Samaje Perine obviously had that 1 big play. Hollywood Brown again actually made a couple plays. I really didn't realize that. D-Hop kind of struggled to create separation. Travis Kelce only had 8 fantasy points, but I mean at least it's something, I guess. But overall, offensively, kind of one of those run-at-the-mill days for this offense, especially considering Mahomes. You don't want him to get hit as much in this one. You don't want to get your quarterback get hit at all, but especially again with the injury last week. Defensively, Drew Tranquil, 7 tackles. He was good. Justin Reed, I think they'd do a decent job in coverage. Trent McDuffie had his best game all season. 5 tackles, a huge interception, obviously. Joshua Williams, Mike Pitt were very good in their blitz sequences. Obviously, a nice interception from Jaden Hicks, who actually now has 3 on the season. For a guy coming out of Washington State that I really didn't expect really much out of at all, he has really excelled here in his rookie season. Leo Chanel also had 3 tackles on the open field. Brian Cook was also good again in the slot. Overall, for this defense, they were very versatile, very multiple, and they put themselves in a lot of good spots, especially, again, with the fact that, again, they're going to need to continue to play like this. Harrison Butker almost missed that short field goal last week, but he was still great. She's at 375 yards of offense, actually pretty physical, running game, can control the clock pretty well. Didn't turn over the football. Again, ran more plays, had more first downs. Actually weren't as great as you're used to seeing on 3rd down, which is kind of weird. But yeah, he's still 50%. Overall, Chiefs played a clean game. We're able to get it by in this one, and of course, put themselves in a very good spot to get into the 1 seed. Now let's get to the game that obviously could very well decide who wins the AFC North. But again, both these teams still have a lot of work to do again with 2 games left.
Game, and we can't wait to bring it to you. A little AFC North action. The Steelers and the Ravens. And we say happy holidays and welcome to the broadcast booth along with Tom Brady. King from his 31. Breaks the tackle. Desmond King straight up. Ball is out. I think Baltimore.
Stop it, commit a lot of bodies.
Jackson looking to throw, floats one out there, likely is in. Touchdown, Baltimore. It's a play fake. Wilson throwing end zone. It is caught for the touchdown. Oh, this big seam there. Wilson going to take off. Look at him go inside the 10. Wilson checked inside the 5. Ball comes out. Who's going to grab it? 3rd and 8. Jackson going end zone. It is caught. Bateman touchdown.
Knowing him, he'll find a way to pull it together.
51 yards. Great hold there. Tucker's kick is up, and it is good. Boswell is drilled. It is up, and it is good. Man, he has been awesome. Wilson with time, looking for a deep ball. Going to take a shot down there. Perfect. It turns around. Is he inbounds? He is. In the game in the backfield. It's Wilson to throw. Floating one for Patterson. Goes up. Hangs on. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Jackson zips it over the middle. It's caught for the touchdown. Mark and loading up. Going for it all. Deep down the field for Austin. Incomplete. Hamilton broke it up. Jackson to Henry. Henry around the left side. Uh-oh. Derrick Henry. Foot race. Down to the 10. Jackson. Oh, and it's intercepted. Minka Fitzpatrick has it. The All-Pro. Cutting back. Play fake. Wilson, pressure, has to get rid of it, and that's picked off the other way. Marlon Humphrey, pick 6. Jackson stands in, going deep, has a man. It is caught. Flowers still up on his feet, and breaks through. Field goal for him. Hit from 51 earlier, and this kick is drilled right up and through.
I could paint a picture like I made this one. Fuck your whole image. I'm a cold Bennett. I don't know what the fuck they done told, nigga.
And the Ravens proved to be the better team in the AFC North. Of course, they're able to knock off the Steelers 34-17 with a big third and fourth or something like that quarter. Of course, as they scored again, had a wild sequence there as they were able to get pulled away, knock off the Steelers 34-17. I said they were going to win like 41-13, so it wasn't a complete blowout. But again, they had a big fourth quarter there. Defensively, really helped close it out as well. This Ravens defense, ever since they moved Kyle Hamilton into that is the free range safety, which again he wasn't last year at all, but he's excelled in this year. Again, since he was moved to there, has put this defense, just made him so much better. And again, anyone who was coming in, again, I just want to say this in general, anyone, again, Kyle Hamilton in the 2022 draft who was saying, oh yeah, he's not fast, he's not really good enough to be, again, he's too big or whatever, not to be a deep safety, that's just complete BS because he has been, I would say, again, his first 2 years in the league, I would even say last year he wasn't elite as a deep free safety, but this year, guys, he has been phenomenal in that role for this team. He is arguably the best safety in the league. I'd actually probably say he is. So, again, anyone who's saying that's just complete BS, he's like a friggin' chess piece. Like, you can use him in any way you want him. And again, he's still honestly an elite. He's one of the best free safeties in the league anyway. Even again, he's not a free safety, and he's still arguably one of the best in that position anyway, which is kind of crazy when you think about it. But the Ravens get the double-digit wins. They, of course, locked themselves in a playoff spot, and now we're going to have them a dead heat for, of course, the AFC's AFC North, top, what is called championship. Obviously, for the Steelers, they had a chance to again clinch that. They were not able to do so as their offense for a second straight week fails to do anything and can close out this game, or not really at all. Just really play well when it comes down to when it comes down to clutch time. As overall, they really just didn't move the football at all, and of course, had some disastrous plays, obviously, or catastrophic plays, obviously. That again led to their demise in this game. But anyway, of course, they now lose back-to-back games. That they did do so back in week 3 or 4. Again, after that, though, they won 4 or 5 games in a row. So again, it's not the end of the world for them. But again, they have a huge game against the Chiefs. That game, I honestly think, will decide what they'll be able to do in the playoffs if they actually do. In fact, if they're able to win that one against the Chiefs next week, I think that could mean they could win a playoff game. But obviously, they want to win that one again. They're still a 3 seed. They do have tiebreaker with the Texans. But of course, the biggest thing for them, they got to go to Arrowhead, get a huge time. Not going to Arrowhead. They got to beat the Chiefs next week at home, and then beat the Bengals at home as well. If they get those 2 wins, they do have the AFC North title. They have the tiebreaker over the Ravens. But at the same time, those are 2 games that are pretty difficult. Ravens are again a little bit easier. Still not super easy. Obviously, last 2 games they have to go to Houston, then they host the Browns in the season. But again, the Steelers trip up one of those games. The Ravens are right there to win the division for a second straight year. And if they're again able to do that, they will probably be the 3 seed if I had to guess. Maybe again, whatever happens in that Texans game will probably decide that. But Again, the Steelers still have that tiebreaker, so it's like not like the Ravens are again like guaranteed the division or anything like that. But they are making the playoffs, which is something. But of course, Russell Wilson, 22 of 33, 217, 2 touchdowns, interception. Again, I think he had one of the best throws of the year on that deep ball to Calvin Austin. That was an insane throw, insane adjustment by Calvin Austin too. That again, 44-yard big play there. That was an insane play just overall. I don't really think many guys or any like players in the league can make those plays. Russell Wilson again and finding again Tyler Lockett really the only guys that I think could actually make that play. Tyler Lockett to the Steelers next year, you never know. But of course, Russell Wilson overall, the pick 6 was inexcusable. I mean, just have your head up, bro. I mean, it was outside the pocket. That's where he should be better. And also, he's just really been ineffective, guys. Ever since he came to the Broncos, he's been ineffective outside the pocket. And this year with the Steelers, outside of a couple plays, he really just hasn't been good there, which you're used to seeing him be good there. So I don't know. It's just not really working out there. The fumble in the red zone wasn't good either. Again, the slide was a little bit weird. Again, he wasn't really sliding there. It was very bizarre. But anyway, the 2 turnovers that were the pick 6 was obviously inexcusable, but he would really actually kept his offense in the game in some points. I'll say that though. He made a lot of big throws. This running game was really bad. They didn't really get into it. Again, the yards per carry doesn't look too good, but outside like 2 or 3 big runs, they really didn't create many holes. The O-line also was underperformed big time in this one. But yes, Russ again wasn't with the receivers he has right now, guys. You can't really blame him too much in this game. Outside again that pick 6, this offense again doesn't really move the football consistently. Cannot again finish off drives and again methodically move the ball down the field. And with that as going to trade your offense right now, and the fact that again those short options just completely blown up right now as an extension of the running game. This offense philosophy needs to change very quickly. Obviously, that's being for Arthur Smith. This offense can have any really success in the playoffs. And that's what they're going to need to have to win football games. Again, Joe Warren being your second leading receiver is not good. Van Jefferson just really doesn't get open. Mike Williams is just not very good with this offense so far, as we've seen outside of again that touchdown he had against the Commanders back in Week 10. Cordell Patterson had a crazy touchdown. Michael Pruitt also had a nice play there as well. But overall, this offense again, like I said, again the short passing games again is the root of again is the foundation of your offense. It's just not sustainable. And unless this running game starts to become a lot more explosive and a lot more dangerous, and Russ actually is able to hit some of these guys over the middle, which obviously we know he's not going to be able to do. This offense won't be able to move the ball methodically and consistently, and it's going to be really hard for the Steelers team to win games. Defensively, DeMonte Casey was a complete... I would just call him a train wreck out there because in coverage he made so many mistakes. I will say Lamar did not really take advantage of him, which is honestly the only criticism I'd have for Lamar in this game. But again, he was really good as a run defender. Give him that there. Patrick Queen, again, really hasn't been too great this year, but he's been fine, I guess. Mika, obviously, the huge interception, first place win all year. I would say he's struggled, but he's definitely not really done as much as, again, we're used to seeing out of him. Alex Highsmith had a really nice play on that sec. Overall, the pressure was really inconsistent, though. And also... Atlanta Roberts should not be on the field. He's just kind of slow, to be honest with you guys. But Peter Bishop Jr., the rookie, had a big game. Overall, though, for this defense, again, they kind of just, again, outside that pick they had, and again, making a couple big plays, again, they kind of kept in the game for a little bit, kind of fell apart at some points either. Those big plays were a little bit of an issue there in the fourth quarter. When it came down to it, I mean, again, you can't really complain too much on how they played. They kept him in the game for parts of it. For the Ravens, Lamar obviously broke his own record, obviously, with franchise 37 touchdown passes in the season, but he did throw an interception, which means he's not going to have, I think, like the title for the least amount of interceptions this year. But still, insane numbers. Probably won't win MVP, though. 15 of 23, 207 yards, though, 3 touchdowns overall. Of course, did some nice deep balls after that interception. Derrick Henry had a massive game, 24 for 162, 6.8 yards per carry, obviously led by like that 45-yard run or something like that again. But of course, after then Lamar just repaid it with the interception. Justice Hill also had a big run. I think he got injured though. He would have definitely got more carries if that was not the case. Lamar really outside that one run he had against the Steelers last year, really hasn't got it rolling really at all against the Steelers in his career in terms of again scrambling. Zay Flowers gonna had a big play. Outside that though, really didn't do too much. Mark Andrews had a touchdown. Obviously, again he's him and Lamar Jackson are just bread and butter there. Isaiah Likely also scored as well as Rashad Bateman, who I think I don't even know what happened to him. Something happened though. Anyway though. For this Ravens offense overall, again, outside that interception from Lamar, they were really good overall. The only issue I have is the fact this O-line, I don't think really did a good job at consistently, getting their matchups right. But overall, they still won them, so I don't really have too much of a problem with that. Defensively, Roquan Smith was good, I guess. I didn't really care for how he played. Again, he had the touchdown was a little bit weird with Cordero Patterson, but overall he was fine. I would say Kyle Hamilton is excelling in his new role. Nadami Matabike had half a sack, he had 8 pressures, something ridiculous like that. It was more like 6. But I don't know. I was doing it late last night. Calvin Noy had 1.5 sacks. Marlon Humphrey had, of course, the big pick 6. Michael Pierce had a sack. Overall, this defense was making a lot of big plays. Desmond King, obviously, again, I won't say there's a case study on that, but Desmond King really hasn't been a good player since 2018. Let's be honest there. Kind of overrated. But Tre'Davious White can get out there a little bit too. Nate Wiggins really unfortunate. He's a very good cover corner. I mean, he was on Calvin Austin there. It was just an insane throw. Can't really do too much about that. Overall, though, this defense, I guess, did a good enough job. Justin Tucker had his best game of the season, in my opinion, and obviously team stats. The Ravens had over 400 yards of offense, controlled the clock, and obviously had 220-yard rushing despite that interception. Honestly, could have actually lost in the game. Anyway, though, Ravens get the big W. Of course, see you guys for more playoff breakdowns, obviously, tomorrow, obviously, with the NFL Sunday recap, as well as, the preview for Monday Night Football as well. That's all I got for you guys in these two games, obviously, in the AFC. All four of these teams are going to be playing on Christmas as well. So get stuck for that again Christmas morning. That's all I got for you guys here, though. And again, hope you guys enjoyed those two games.
Missed a couple games due to injury. They will run it on 2nd and 4. And Blue breaks free past the 40. The race is on.